This
we can say.
conference will now be recorded.
Okay.
So quickly, let me tell you what we are going to teach you during this course, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then we will come back to actual programming. So
Okay.
as you see, you will be learning basic
Yes.
and advanced microservices. You just talked about Angular, so you will be learning a Spring Boot, React, and
Okay.
optionally Angular also, and data science, much more. The program is divided into 3 parts. Core Java generally takes 1 month, advanced Java generally takes 2 months, and data science 3 months. That can be tailored to make it shorter, okay? This is most regular and the longest duration we offer, okay?
So how many days your course will be?
1 month means almost 20 days because 5 days per week, okay? And every day, so 5 days per week, that is almost 20 days.
Oh,
Okay,
how many hours?
depend between 1 and 2 hours. Okay, it will be more than 1 hour, less than 2 hours, depending on the speed of people. Okay,
Okay.
but yeah, it will be between 1 and 2 hours. Okay, we will try to wrap up before 2 hours. Okay, we will always exceed 1 hour.
So are you going
So,
to take on weekends as well, or just Monday to Friday?
if you want weekends, then we will have to change the class timings. Okay, and perhaps, but still we will not try to exceed more than 2 hours because the learning process slows down considerably after that. Okay, we can deliver the lectures, we can tell you, but the ability to retain uh, 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 gradually decreases and
Yeah.
accelerates if you go for longer hours. So we might still not, until unless you insist that let us take 4 hours, 6 hours, we would recommend not go for it. Okay.
Okay.
So my cutoff will be 2 hours. If you are in
Okay.
the need, we can go to 4 hours, but
Okay.
strongly suggesting against that.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The next one is, look, what we are going to teach you because you are new, may not understand everything. So you
Yeah.
will learn fundamentals, object-oriented. There's something called interface. Lambda expression has come in all programming languages, and that is huge thing today. Inheritance, reflection, classic oops, exception, it's assertion, logging, etc.
Yeah.
Collections. Java 9 made a big change to streams, so you will be learning that everything is big data, distributed storage systems. Stream has become very important. You will learn how to process input and output, thread, concurrent programming, etc. When you have multiple systems, multiple programs running, how to manage them, date and time API, and interfaces. All these will be introduced. 1 or 2 classes. Okay,
Yeah.
so Java Basic will have only introduction. Most of them. You will be able to write under program. You will be able to understand. Somebody gives you program. You will be able to tell, okay, this program is doing this. You will not become expert in particularly lambda expression, streams, and concurrent programming. These are 3 areas which will be dealt mostly in advanced programming, but you will have introduction to them. Okay,
Okay.
right side is just informative. What you question you ask, I've already discussed. If I'm going too fast, please let me know. If you have
Yes.
problem understanding my accent, then you'll have to tell me that I must slow down. Okay,
Oh.
all I repeat. Now come to advanced. Whatever you learned in core, you go into depth and you learn a Steam library, as I told you.
Yeah.
Generic programming we introduce in a Java core also, but here we deal with how to implement them into our projects. Annotation is big thing. Internationalization, you learn how localization and internationalization works, how to write code for multiple programs. Okay, sorry, multiple languages, multiple. So you are in different time zone. I'm in different time zone. You use
Yeah.
different date time settings. I use different. So all those things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Compile how what happens when you compile, what is the scripting. JSL has been introduced with Java 9. I'm not a big fan of JSL, but my liking or disliking doesn't make any sense. You will learn
Mm-hmm.
how to use JSL. Then you will have Java platform module systems that was introduced with Java 9. You will learn why module system was introduced, what was issue before that. XML, networking, database programming, date time API, microservices, and JavaFX. JavaFX gives you visualization. You can develop desktop application. You can develop uh, web application using that. And above
Mm-hmm.
that is microservices, Spring Boot with a Spring Boot and React. If you want Angular, we will add that Angular. But we teach
Yeah.
generally with React. Okay.
Okay.
So microservices are the hottest thing now, okay, because everybody is going for smaller projects, smaller applications, okay.
Yes.
Uh, they are not going for big monolith projects. So just can you hold for a second, please?
Yes.
Um, yeah. So now scripting and so where we were. I'm sorry, I was getting a call from my business partner in US. Oh, I'm sorry. Where I
Microservices.
was?
We are at microservices
Micro.
section.
I'm so sorry.
No.
You are Radha, right?
Yes.
Uh, so Radha, microservices are hottest things because everybody is going for a smaller application. Something goes wrong, they replace that. It is easier
Yeah.
to monitor. Though they come with their own complexities, how to manage those services, how they handshake with each other, how authorization and um, um, authorization works, how
Mm-hmm.
several other things, how they work. Okay, so these will be two areas where we will be concentrating a lot. Okay, internationalization, as we
Mm-hmm.
discussed earlier, scripting. Suppose you want to run a Python code from Java, or JavaScript code, or some other code from Java.
Mm-hmm.
How will you do that? Okay,
Okay.
security, how authentication and authorization works. Native methods, I already told you. Okay.
Yes.
So all these things are in nutshell what you will be learning. Comes if you want to pursue data science, so you will be learning these things. So data science will be divided into two parts. One will be GUI tools. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In GUI
Mm-hmm.
tools, you will learn Weka and Kinaim. Okay. So these two tools are based as developed in Java, and you can see the source code, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly you will be going through that, and you will be learning what machine learning talks about. So you want to load a file, you drag a file icon, click
Mm-hmm.
that, it will tell you how to browse and so on and so forth. Okay, so you will be doing that. Also, we teach some other programming languages like Microsoft Azure that gives you 8 hours of uh, machine learning time free of
Mm-hmm.
cost without even logging in. So that is our very uh, our favorite tool to teach because you don't have to log in, don't have to do set up anything, go and get us started, learn about what machine language is.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So we love Microsoft Azure. Now, then you can learn Microsoft, sorry, AWS and Google machine learning platform. They have limitation of 1 hour, half an hour per month. That doesn't suffice. So you have to pay. So we restrict to Microsoft Azure, but almost all are similar. So once you have two, three languages, the basic idea of GUI tool is suppose you are not a programmer and you still
Mm-hmm.
want to, you have huge data, you want to make sense with data science. What a data scientist will do, you can do it yourself without writing a single line of code. You will not be as efficient as a data science programmer, but you will be doing 95% of what you can do. I'm sure you must be using Microsoft Excel.
Uh, yes, just I have
So,
the idea.
yeah. So if you use Microsoft Excel, you don't need to be macro programmer. Okay, if macro programmer is there, you have 10 sheets, you can summarize, you can do average, you can find exception, and you can present a nice sheet with one click. But 99% of Excel programmers do not write macro, and they do great things with Excel sheet. And GUI tools are like that only. You will be able to do 90% of work. 99% of people who want to use data science will not need programming. But as a career, you come to left side. Programming, we will give you conceptual knowledge, we will teach you some mathematics, which is written below. We will teach you a statistical distribution and overview of linear algebra. We will not go into details, but we will tell you what they are. We will
Okay.
also tell you why machine learning works, what are the basic concepts behind that. We will not go into mathematics of that because for that, there another time, if you are interested, I would be very happy to teach you free. Okay, those concepts. I love mathematics, and I would be very happy to teach. But our core objective is to tell you about programming. So
Yes.
we will just give you overview what are Euclidean distances, what entropy is, and we will tell you how you implement in the programming. So supervised and unsupervised machine learning, we will teach you. We will teach you natural language processing and image related processing. How you must be clicking your selfies, and you see all heads are uh, put in a square or rectangle and showing that okay, this is the face, right? All
Okay.
those things are image artificial intelligence. We will come to know how to group them, classify them, and how they recognize different things. So image AI. Come to the top, programming. So we will give you conceptual knowledge, and we will give you programs implementing all those smaller concepts, and then making them into a full flow. We will give you one data set. We will tell you to implement all those things. We'll give you a credit card default data and tell you, okay, now tell me who are the people who are going to default. Okay. Similarly, classification and all those things. You bring your data, and we will talk about what we can do with that.
Okay.
Okay. So the how we train. So as you see on a screen, I'm not very sure font is visible or not. At
Yes.
least it is not.
Yeah.
Uh,
These are the steps 1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah. So assisted programming, what do? You write code with us, which you will be doing just now. And first you write code, your code program is working, then we will talk about theory. We don't talk about any theory until unless you have written code.
Okay.
However important it is, we don't teach any theory until unless you know something is working. Okay? You bought a TV, you bought a mobile, you start operating, and I'll tell you how you should operate. I'll not tell you till you have bought a TV or a mobile. Okay? Learn the theory. Immediately it will follow the theory. Write the program for a real life project. That is assisted. The
Okay.
program might have been already implemented. We will tell you real life story, and we will give you the program code, JIT or something, and we'll tell you, okay, why don't you go and implement this part of this? So you will implement, somebody will assist you, and then we'll go there.
Okay.
Implement real life problems, the step 4. Unfortunately, step 3 and 4 requires more time. So in 2 hours, we will be going from first 2 and 4. Okay. Sorry, first 2 and 3, not
Okay.
fourth. Okay.
Okay.
If you still have time, if you are ready to do fourth, we would be very happy to um, take separately and help you without charge. Okay. You will be doing some work for us, and we will be very happy to guide you. Okay.
Okay.
That will not be paid one, but we will get some work done, and we would be very happy to invest our time in guiding you get the experience. Okay. So this is the one We no. How much how much computer literacy you have? I'm not very sure. When was last time you uh, wrote any code? Whatever you told me about your qualification. Can you repeat that again? Though
What? Sorry.
qualification does your degree or qualification, though it
Yes.
doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I done
Yeah.
my master's here actually, but few years ago, just have like now 3 4 years gap. So
Masters in what?
computer science itself.
Oh, so
Yeah.
okay, very qualified person. So I should not worry about most of things. Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe these things you know. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So should I explain you this? No. I created a directory and I went into that directory. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm doing in actual classroom, I'm going to write this and you are going to write there. Okay. I'm
Okay.
just going to write here. You are not writing, but in actual classroom you will be writing.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You are not. Oh, I'm sorry. You are not able to see.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to again. Um, so I created. See this command I used to
Mm-hmm.
create Radha directory. Okay.
Okay.
And then I went to Radha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm so cd Radha. I went there. Okay.
Okay.
What I'm doing now, notepad
Mm-hmm.
and hello dot C. Right? Oh, sorry. Hello dot Java. I'm so sorry. I keep on writing a lot of code. So hello dot Java. Okay.
Okay.
In actual programming, actual session, you will be writing this code with me. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'll write what I do. You see,
So
I
we are not using that IDE Eclipse.
we will come back to that. Okay, we always start with this. Okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
what I'm doing, if you can see my screen, this is comment. I'll
Mm-hmm.
send you like code like this.
Okay.
Did you get there?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So you are going to do, you copy like this and you paste like this. Or you are good in typing, you just type. Okay,
Okay.
are we clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so what I'm doing, you just do that because initially you will find difficulty in writing long code lines, but immediately you will get used to. Okay, what we advise, either log into two screens. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you have two screen computer, then you can split one in GoToMeeting session and one where you write code. That is
Yes.
the best. Or you can do one in tab, one in
Oh,
laptop something,
yeah.
so you can see both. Okay,
Yes.
so if you are writing, not very sure you are writing. If you are writing, then I'm going to send you code. Public
Mm-hmm.
class hello,
Okay.
and we write the class. I'm giving you code, please paste in that. Okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
so if you
So
paste,
these are the steps we need to follow in every class, right? I mean,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
I'll come to you how you will create class in IDE. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but this is the simplest thing you must do. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so are you writing code or should I proceed without you writing code? You want to?
No, just you proceed for now.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So I like I send you code, you will copy and paste or you will write the code. Okay, why we
Mm-hmm.
send the code? Sometimes people are very slow in typing, so they slow down the speed of everybody, but we insist them to type. Okay, so initially they start with copying and pasting, and then later on. So what I do, our class is complete. Okay, so let us go and compile. So what I do is I'll move this side. I will move this side. You can see both of them side by side.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So what I do, now I need to compile. So how to compile? There is something called Java C. This is Java compiler. Okay. Before we do Java compiler, do you have Java compiler? So we check like this. Okay. So Java C version, you see 12.02. If you
Uh-huh.
don't, then we will help you in installing that. Okay. There's something else called Java. We'll not explain you a lot, but we will tell you what they are. Java C is when you write your .java code, that this helps you in compiling that in something can be run. And Java is something which runs. Okay, Java calls virtual machine and runs. So before I do this, you see we have only one file, right?
Yes.
And if I compile that, how to compile? Very simple. I go and do Java C and I give whatever file we created. Okay, no error. Let us check whether we did or not. Yes, we are having hello.class, right?
Yeah.
This one was created, right?
Okay.
Fine. So let us try to run it. And how to run it? We run the class, but dot class is not mandatory. Okay. So we have this time we will just write Java and we will write hello. Oh, problem. It says that look, you don't
Main
have.
main method.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what we do. We will not run before you. We will tell you, okay, why don't you write Java hello? So what I will do, I'll tell you this Java hello. I'll give you this one in your comment and tell you to run. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll ask you, okay, what do you see? So you will tell me that, okay, I'm getting this problem. Then I will explain you why this problem is coming, not before that. And this is
Okay.
what we call that you write code before I explain you logic. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So what happens? This is giving problem. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to reduce the font size. So you see here, and
Yes.
this must be having curly braces. We will talk about that later, what these curly braces mean. Okay, but at this point of time, you see this, okay?
Okay.
So this is called declaration, and this is called body. And we encourage people not to remember because you will be repeating this 100 times, so don't need to remember. Don't worry about if you forget. Just ensure that you understand why you are doing. Okay,
Yes.
so once we change and save, we have to recompile again.
Yes.
And if you forget the sequence, you don't need to worry because by the time you complete 1 month, you must have done several times, and that is not going to bother you. Okay, so Java C we did, and then we are doing Java. This time there is no error. The program is not working. Sorry, program is working, but it is not doing anything, right? So how to do? So I'll tell you, okay, why don't you write? So system, sorry, if I write a lot of code which is not working, please forgive me because I, I, I have two problems. I tend to mix up programming languages and I'm not very good in writing a script, code. Yes, you have to accept that I'm not very good. I understand programming. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
very good in coding. Okay,
Okay.
so what I do?
Just print the hello message.
No, first we compiled, and then
Mm-hmm.
we are doing Java hello. It is working.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let us come back to. It told us main. Okay, what if I do my method? Will it work?
No.
So I don't know. I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you, please go and compile. And you will come back and tell me it is not working or working. Compilation, no problem,
Mm-hmm.
right? Running, serious problem. Okay. It
Mm-hmm.
says that I need this only, right? So I go
Yes.
back to main. So what we do, we will tell you, okay, why don't you remove this static and do it? Then we will tell you what a static means. Okay. Let me show
Mm-hmm.
you one more thing. Control X. Save. Public. I removed. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I run? What do you think? Your best guess. Will it work or not?
Yeah, like if you don't mention anything, it's taking default, right?
Yeah. So will it work or not?
Yes.
It should work, right?
Yes.
So it works. Okay. That is fine.
Yes.
What if I do change this to Radha? Will it still work?
Mm-hmm.
Will it work?
Yes.
Should we try?
Yeah.
Okay. What will happen now? Which class will be created?
Radha class.
How should I run?
You compile it
Radha.
and yeah.
I compiled. Which class I should run? Hello or Radha?
Yes. Yeah. Radha.
Good. So you are conceptually very good, but most of people struggle. Okay. So what happens? We go ahead and tell them that this is the class which will be compiled. This what is significance of this file and this file. So I'll come back and put it. The last question, what is going to happen? Let us try. So we say when we try, this time it gives error. It says that a public class must have its own file.
Yes.
So rather than telling them that a public class must have its own file, we guide them to that point and then tell them, okay, now you tell me how to resolve this issue. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so either remove this public or change the file name to radha.java. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any question for the things covered so far?
No, actually, I'm good.
Okay, okay. So you ask me a question, do you not use IDE? So for Java, our favorite IDE is Eclipse. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you can use other IDEs also, but we feel very comfortable with this and we follow throughout the training this only. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if you like some other tool, we will help you in that also. Okay, like
Mm-hmm.
NetBeans is another great GI editor.
Mm-hmm.
So Here we start with very basic, how you go and set up your Java environment, how to install. If you have already installed, we are not going into that, but otherwise if you have not installed, then we go to Java and we tell you what is your installed jars. Okay,
Mhm.
and as I told you, how to find out your Java C version. Okay,
Mhm.
so we briefly tell you about what is a jar and what is JDK. Okay, and then we show you, suppose you want to add something, simply we go and we tell you what you will add. Okay,
Mhm.
so set up the environment and then we get started. A new Java project. Okay,
Mhm.
or we tell you, okay, if you're not finding, go to other, type Java, and we don't tell you much about what kind of Java project you should create. Okay, in the
Mhm.
beginning, we don't just tell you. After a long time, so at least first 2 weeks, we don't even talk about what kind of Java projects you can create. Okay,
Mhm.
and perhaps in core classes, never. Okay,
Mhm.
if that is coincidental to something you are doing, we will teach you. Otherwise, we will go to advanced classes and we'll talk. Yes, once we create Java classes in Eclipse, etc., then you see Radha,
Mhm.
and we tell you briefly what you are doing, JDK you are using, and then you are uh, um, having this interface, and then I'll tell you don't create module, and then because module you are not we are not covering in core, we will talk about that in advance. Core perhaps we are briefly discussing. Okay, so
Okay.
we will not be creating module and we will go there. Okay,
Mhm.
so before going into project structure,
Mhm.
oh, one more thing, and we teach you Maven West or Gradle West project. Maven is building automation, project build automation tool, and
Mhm.
we mostly create Maven based projects. Okay, and
Mhm.
Gradle is something which is picking up a lot. Perhaps it is becoming very popular tool. So Nutan will be taking your class for Gradle, and she
Mhm.
will teach you briefly about Groovy. Groovy is very similar to Java.
Mhm.
Okay, and Gradle is written in this. So now project created. What we are
Mhm.
going to do is you told me how to we will create a class or not, so we take here, we come back here, we create a class. Okay,
Mhm.
and we create same class hello, we tell you to do this thing, and we tell you to finish this. Okay,
Mhm.
and then we tell you about shortcuts. Okay, all the times you will be doing it. We tell you shortcuts, you write this out, put controller space, press controller space, and you get nice auto completed code.
Yes. Mhm.
So I write hi Radha. Okay,
Mhm.
so now it is done, and what you do is you run it. Okay,
Mhm.
so how would you run it? It is working. I'm
Yes.
putting side by side. Okay, so
Mhm.
putting side by side. Hello Radha is coming. Okay, how did I run? You can run in several ways. Right click somewhere in empty space,
Mm-hmm.
run as, okay, Java application. This is one way. Right click this, do run as Java application. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right click this, sorry, right click the project. Okay,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
do run as, and you can run. Okay, so this is what we do. Suppose we want to create another class, because we'll not be doing a lot of extensive programming. Just I want to tell you that suppose we create a class called person. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I don't need this. I want to generate comments, so I generate comments. Okay, I move console here and go back to person. So we are having here.
Mm-hmm.
So I say Radha, you can write date, etc. Okay, then
Mm-hmm.
we go and create. Person will have int ID. Okay, uh, and then we will have string name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then string. I'm taking very simple things. City. Okay,
Yes.
and then we tell you how to auto generate code in Eclipse. And that is why after introducing to Notepad, we immediately move here, because we tell you to auto generate code and then we go back and write code with um, Notepad also. Okay, so that you have good idea of what you are doing. So a constructor was created. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we also write getter and setter. So a lot of things you don't write, like
Yes.
in fact getter and setter, etc. If you use something called lumbook, you don't even need. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
these days there are a lot of tools which allow you, libraries which allow you to
Mm-hmm.
auto generate a lot of code. So getter setter created, like I want to create to a string. Uh, so to a string, so you go ahead and just do it. To a string created. Okay.
Okay.
So all these things you do very fast in this IDE, and we go this way only. Okay. Initially, we will spend 1 or 2 days on Notepad, and then immediately we will shift to that. And again, we
Mm-hmm.
go back and tell you why this works or why this doesn't work. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Come back to, I'm just trying to create a new person, person P equal to new person. We will also, I'm very fanatic about how you name your variables. Okay, auto completion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I write ID equal to 1, name equal to, I'm giving uh, your name, and I'm giving, I don't know your city, so I'm giving ABC. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very particularly impressed with P, so I'll tell you, please don't write that, and I'll tell you in the beginning. Okay, I'll tell
Okay.
you, please write the creating an instance of the person class, and I will insist that you write this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so done, and print person object. Okay, so I'll do sysout, and I will say printing person, and I'll do another sysout. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very fast in typing, so sorry, parcel, right? So we did, and you will we will give you code, either you copy and paste or you write. Done?
Yes.
So this is the way you will do. What things you will learn. So this is how you are going to do. Okay? We will send you
Mm-hmm.
this code. We have a Dropbox repository where we will keep this code. You can go and copy and paste. Okay?
Okay.
We have one more thing called knowledge tm.excelvessels.com. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We will recommend you that whatever code you write in the beginning, you must upload here. We will tell you how to upload. It is not the best tool to upload, but it gives you a lot of clarity. And if you like, you do.
Oh.
In the beginning, you must do. Later on, you may skip. So what does it do? I'll show you something like I'll just go to Java and something, say a regular expression. I'm sorry. Oh, my screen went haywire. Okay, so I'll perhaps take something. I'm just trying to find out something which I can explain well. So something is annotation will be too much right now. Read a text file in Java.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what does it do? It helps you. Okay, this is perhaps written in one step. So I was trying to find out which gives you a step by step example. Okay, so read properties file in Java, simple one. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you come here, you can auto paste your learning. So what we do, we create class and properties. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you see here whole code is written. So what I do, I copy this. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
go to our project and I create a package. New package I create and done.
Okay.
Okay, and then what I do, I create a class, read file properties class.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if you want to self-learn, you will have to use this way. So I create a class.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and finish it. So class was created. Okay,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
now it is very easy to do. I go to step one, copy here, and just Control A, Control V. I overwrote everything, right?
Okay.
I'll just run. It is not doing anything,
Yes.
but it is running. I'm closing other things. It is not doing anything, but it is running, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then what we do, we go to next step. Okay, the next step is we can go from here, or so creating config properties file in the project folder and adding properties. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so what you do, you create a config properties file, okay, in project folder.
Mm-hmm.
And so where you do and what you add is this. So you have to follow instruction. You have to create a config properties file. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in project, I create a new file. I create config properties file and put the code here. Okay. So perhaps I took another example which is not easy. And if you want to copy this code, you can copy without line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this involves two files, so You need little bit of learning, but there were other examples. Let me quickly change the example because this is not the example I wanted. Okay, for today at least. So let me find out something. I don't know. Oh, I was looking at advanced Java. Now I can find a lot of them. Okay,
Yeah.
so something is big numbers. I don't know why I'm not able to find something. Okay, so what I do here is, phew, I'm really sorry. Something is Java variable names, queue, reverse string. God. Okay, finally I got something which I have written. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this is XV training arrays package.
Mm-hmm.
Not require multiple things. So I go to source code, I create a package, new package. Okay, some of them are not suitable to be explained on the first day. So that was the reason I was trying to search something better. And now I have a class which is dynamic array class. So I go and create a dynamic array class. Okay, from
Mm-hmm.
here onwards, it is very easy. I just go and copy. I
Mm-hmm.
control A, control V, save, and I just run. It is not doing anything, but I go to next step. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you see what we declared? We declared private array. Okay,
Yes.
copy
Mm-hmm.
and just paste. Even if you don't understand, I'm just trying to tell you the steps. How will you run these codes? Copy, it is working. Go to next step, and when you are copying the code, you just copy and you paste it, and you just keep on running. Every step must run. Suppose today you did up to say 9 and step 090, you
Mm-hmm.
copy and paste, you have done, and tomorrow you want to pick up from there. Okay, it should be running. It is running. Tomorrow you want to pick up, so you have completed up to 90. So go to next one and just
Mm-hmm.
click on the code. It shows you what you are going to do next. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
in DA you are putting 4 and 6 and you are trying to print. Okay, so if
Mm-hmm.
I go and copy, if I have followed, I know
Mm-hmm.
what I printed. Then I have two choices, control
Mm-hmm.
A, control V. This code came, whole code is replaced. Or if you want to do, you see what code you need to write. You need to write this code. So either write yourself or go and copy and paste and write. It will work. So
Mm-hmm.
this way you do. How TM module has helped us is by allowing trainees to go to any module, any step, and repeat the exercise. Okay, without having to go through everything. You have confusion in this step, you look at only that step. Okay, you don't look
Okay.
at any other step. You come here, you can see the code, code is highlighted, and you
Mm-hmm.
have everything there. So
Yes.
this is the way we teach. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, do you have any question?
Yeah. Okay.
If you have question, please uh, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm good actually. Yeah.
Okay, last one I will show you something like I don't have a KINIME tool here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But here I'm showing you Weka. On this machine, Weka is installed. This is machine learning tool I was telling you, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And how we help in if you opt for data science and machine learning, how it helps you in conceptualizing. Okay, if you want to be
Mm-hmm.
a programmer, perhaps still you will learn this before you write machine learning codes, because this is easier to visualize what you are doing.
Yes.
So just let it load. I'm sharing the screen, so it is
Okay.
not showing on your screen. Give me, it is, I don't know why it is taking time to load. So yeah, so this is simple Weka tool. Okay, it it is great in getting you started. It does decent work. It is open source,
Mm-hmm.
uh, um, developed by Weka University of New Zealand, or Waikato University of New Zealand. Okay, and so what we do here, we have uh, so we have this. What I clicked is Explorer. I go
Mm-hmm.
and open some data file. So I'm opening a file, and let us take a very simple one. Mm, uh, 3.8. Then Weka comes with a lot of sample data. So I'm taking data. So what does it say us? That there are 14 records in that,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and 5 columns.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then if you want to see file, you can just go and see this was the file which was loaded, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It has outlook, temperature, humidity, windy or not, and then play is possible or not. Suppose some tennis or cricket game is going to happen, okay. And these
Mm-hmm.
are the weather team forecast, whether you should organize for
Mm-hmm.
a game or not. So yes and no, okay.
Yes.
So basically this is a supervised machine learning tool, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it tells you, you see, out of outlook, you see here, outlook sunny was 5 times, overcast was 4 times, and rainy was 5 times. And 2 times play happened, you see blue, and 3 times play did not happen. Out of 4 times overcast, every time play happened. Okay, in rainy
Mm-hmm.
season, 3 times play happen. A rainy forecast, play happened 3 times, and red 2 times did not happen. You can go and do visualize same thing about temperature, humidity, windy, play,
Mm-hmm.
etc. So you have how many times? 9 out of 14 records. 9 times a play could go on, and 5 times we had to abandon that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do? We go and classify. We create a model. There are several models, and one decision trees you must have been very familiar with. So I select something called J48. You can change few parameters here. That is for another day. Okay. So you have all those things, and you just get it started. So you got something. What it says that our machine learning tool was correctly did 50% and incorrectly did 50%. Very bad, but whatever output is there is with you. So what does it say? That out of 9 play could happen, it classified 5 happened, 4 did not happen. So out of 9, 4 were wrong. Play
Okay.
did not happen 5 times, 3 times it told, our machine model told, no, 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 play could happen, and only 2 times it correctly realized. So 5 this and 2 this was correct, 4 this and 3 this was wrong. Okay. You
Mm-hmm.
can also visualize how our model worked. How did it take decision? So you see, Outlook, it has started with sunny, okay, overcast and rainy. Sunny, humidity high, then no, humidity no, normal, then yes. And so it tells you how our machine learning model learned to take a decision.
Okay.
Okay, so this with this I can explain you what is entropy. Then when I go here, then I will tell you, okay, look, why it took sunny, why it did not take overcast or rainy, okay, or
Mhm.
after sunny, why humidity, okay, why not um, first outlook then humidity, like that, why not
Mhm.
windy before outlook, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So it is easier to
Yeah.
visualize
This
and
is all
explain.
about machine learning, right?
Yeah, that is what I was telling you. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Just
this is
first we go through with Java, so then we'll
no, no.
go through.
I was telling you how full series works. Okay,
Okay.
so that's it from my side. And if you have any question, any suggestion, you can let us know.
Yeah.
Or any final comments?
Now, I talked to the consultancy person, so they will schedule everything, right?
Um, Venkat from our side will talk, and I'm not very sure what arrangement Venkat has. I don't deal with that. I met one Rajesh. You know Rajesh? Uh,
No, no, no. Just
okay, you don't.
Savani shared, gave me this link and everything. Yeah,
Okay.
she
Uh,
forwarded my email. Yeah, I don't know.
Rajesh, Rajesh is one guy who runs his own company. We met him yesterday, and we told him
Mm-hmm.
about. So he perhaps passed this information to somebody and somebody passed to you. So I'm not very sure what chain is. Okay, that I
Okay.
leave to one guy called Venkat.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and
Yeah,
but
I'll
yeah,
update everything to
yeah,
Shravani.
or
So
yeah,
according to that, I can schedule the class and everything. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
One
Actually,
last
now it's 11:30 p.m. here. So
oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah, we'll make it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Which zone
Yeah,
you
no
are in?
problem.
No,
In
which time
Virginia,
zone? Oh,
EST. Yeah.
okay. I'm so sorry. Okay,
Yeah, no
for
problem.
keeping you awake.
Yeah,
But
just she said that just
la,
demo
la,
class. So I said
la,
okay for that.
last question. What time you will prefer? Weekend or weekdays?
Weekdays.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
Radha. Bye bye.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.